Welcome back to Coins Dealer today. We're diving into one of the most iconic and sought-after coins in U.S. history, the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarter. This isn't just a piece of pocket change, it could be worth a staggering $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. One of these coins recently fetched this jaw-dropping amount in the collector's market. But what makes this coin so special? Why is it worth so much? And how can you find one? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just want to double-check your coin jar. Let's start with the basics. The bicentennial quarter was minted to celebrate America's 200th anniversary of independence. Unlike the usual Washington quarter, this coin stands out with its unique reverse design, a Revolutionary War drummer boy surrounded by a victory torch and 13 stars, symbolizing the original colonies. This design was created by Jack L. Ahr, whose work was selected through a national design competition. The obverse still features George Washington, but with a special dual date, 1776 to 1976, marking it as a commemorative issue. The coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S Mint Mark. The San Francisco Mint produced special proof and silver versions, which we'll discuss later. So, what's the deal with the $1.8 million valuation? Here's the secret: rarity and condition. While millions of bicentennial quarters were minted, only a handful are worth significant amounts. The coin that sold for $1.8 million was a rare prototype struck in 40% silver, not for circulation, and was graded a perfect PR70 by PCGS. These coins were minted as part of an experimental run and are considered numismatic treasures. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for coins in mint condition, especially with unique features like double die errors, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies. And of course, the intrinsic value of the silver in special editions adds another layer of worth. If you have a bicentennial quarter in your collection, especially one that looks different, don't dismiss it. It could be worth inspecting by a professional coin grader. Here's how to identify if your bicentennial quarter is worth a fortune. Coins from San Francisco with an S mark, particularly silver proofs, are typically more valuable. Search for doubling in the lettering, especially on United States of America or quarter dollar. If the coin is silver, the edge should be solid silver in color, not the copper-nickel sandwich of regular quarters. Submit your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its condition and value. Remember, even small imperfections or unique traits can dramatically increase the value of your coin. If you're a coin enthusiast or just getting started, here are some tips to boost your chances of finding valuable coins. Search your change. Always check your quarters. You never know what you might find. Rare coins often pop up in unexpected places. This tool can help you spot minute details and errors. Join coin collecting forums, subscribe to numismatic magazines, and watch videos like this one for the latest updates. To sum it up, the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarter isn't just a historic coin, it's a potential jackpot waiting to be discovered. With one of these coins recently selling for $1.8 million, who knows? The next great find could be sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now. 1999 quarter dollar could be worth a staggering $1.5 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A coin that many of us might have overlooked in our spare change could make you an instant millionaire. Stick around as I unravel the fascinating story behind this incredible coin, its key features, and why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. First, let's talk about the basics of the 1999 quarter. This coin is part of the United States Mint's iconic State Quarters program, which launched in 1999. The series featured designs that celebrated each U.S. state, and the 1999 quarters were the first 5 in the lineup: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. The Delaware quarter, for example, depicts the legendary Paul Revere riding horseback. But what makes the 1999 quarters truly extraordinary isn't just their design. It's the rare minting errors and unique features that set them apart from the millions of regular quarters produced. So, what exactly should you look for? The key lies in errors and anomalies caused during the minting process. These include: look for doubling on the lettering or the design, where the image isn't properly aligned on the coin. This is when the outer layer of the coin is missing, exposing the copper core. These are coins that have been perfectly preserved, graded MS68 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. If your 1999 P quarter has any of these rare errors or grades exceptionally high, you could be holding a fortune in your hand. One of the most famous examples is a 1999 P Delaware quarter that sold for an unbelievable $1.5 million. Why? It wasn't just the minting error that made it valuable. Its near-perfect condition, certified as MS69, pushed it into an elite category of rarity. Collectors love perfection, and they're willing to pay big bucks for it. Now, let's talk about market value. While the record-breaking sale was exceptional, other 1999 P quarters in high grades or with minting errors have fetched impressive sums too. Coins graded MS67, for instance, can go for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand. And if you find one with a significant error, the price could skyrocket. To maximize your coin's value, it's crucial to have it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can authenticate and certify your coin, giving potential buyers confidence in its quality. So, how can you check if you have a valuable 1999 P quarter? Here are a few tips. Grab a magnifying glass or loupe and examine your coin for errors. Look at the coin's edges to ensure it's not worn down. Check the mint mark. P indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Compare your coin to online images of known errors and high-grade examples. If in doubt, get your coin evaluated by a professional. Now, you might be wondering, why is this coin so rare? In 1999, the U.S. Mint was under immense pressure to meet the high demand for the new state quarters. This rush led to occasional minting errors, making some coins rare collectibles today. But here's the best part: these coins aren't locked away in museums or private collections. They're out there in circulation, tucked away in jars, wallets, or old collections. Who knows? That next quarter you get as change might be worth a life-changing amount of money. The 1999 P quarter is part of the State Quarters program. Rare minting errors and high-grade coins are worth significant amounts. The highest known sale was for $1.50 million. Always check your coins carefully and consider professional grading. 2000 could make you a millionaire? That's right. A 2000 P mint mark quarter recently sold for a staggering $1.4 million at auction. In today's video, we're going to uncover everything you need to know about this rare coin, why it's worth so much, and how you can check if you have one hiding in your pocket change or coin collection. Let's dive right in. The 2000 P quarter, part of the 50 State Quarters program, was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. It was one of the most widely circulated coins of its time, commemorating the state of Virginia with the Jamestown 1607 to 2007 design. Over 1.5 billion of these coins were minted. So, how did a coin from such a common batch reach a value of $1.4 million? The answer lies in a rare error. This coin is not just any 2000 P quarter, it's a unique minting anomaly known as a mule error. A mule error occurs when two mismatched dies, used to stamp the coin, are combined. In this case, the obverse, front, features the Washington portrait from a quarter, but the reverse, back, shows the design from a Sacagawea dollar coin. This mistake created a one-of-a-kind coin. Only a few of these mules are known to exist, making them some of the rarest and most sought-after coins in U.S. history. These mule errors were first discovered by sharp-eyed collectors shortly after the coins entered circulation. At first, they seemed like just another quarter, but upon closer inspection, collectors noticed the mismatched designs. Over the years, these coins have become legendary among numismatists, with values climbing higher and higher. In 2024, a pristine example of the 2000 P mule error coin made headlines when it sold for an incredible $1.4 million at auction. What made this coin so valuable was its flawless condition, graded MS68 by PCGS, one of the highest possible grades for a coin. Coins with such a high grade are extremely rare, which is why collectors were willing to pay a fortune for it. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: how to check if you have one of these rare era coins. It should have the standard Washington quarter design from 2000. Instead of the Virginia State design, it will have the Sacagawea dollar design. Since it's struck on a dollar planchet, it has a distinct ring when tapped compared to regular quarters. If you think you've found one, get it verified by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity. Found something that looks like a mule error? Here's what you should do. First, handle it carefully. Avoid touching the surfaces and place it in a protective case. Second, consult a professional coin dealer or grading service to get it authenticated and graded. Finally, consider selling it at a reputable auction house to maximize its value. This 2000p mule error isn't the only coin worth a fortune. Rare errors and high-grade coins can turn common change into big bucks. Coins like the 1955 double-die penny and the 1969 double-die Lincoln cent are also worth a fortune. So keep an eye out. You never know what treasures you might find. Who knew a simple quarter could make someone a millionaire? So check your piggy banks, your old jars of change, and even those forgotten drawers. You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And hey, let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin. 2002 D Min Mark quarter dollar coin. And get this, it's worth a mind-blowing $1.80 million. You heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into why this coin is so valuable, how it became so rare, and how you can identify one in your own collection. So, let's get started. Here it is. The 2002 D Min Mark quarter dollar coin. To the untrained eye, it might just look like your average quarter, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. This coin is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to celebrate each of the 50 states. In 2002, the Mint released the Ohio quarter, which features an image of an outline of the state and a banner. However, this particular coin, the one you're looking at, is special. So, what makes the 2002 D Min Mark quarter so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a very small, but incredibly important detail: the Min mark. Most of the time, coins minted at the Denver Mint have a D Mint mark to indicate where they were produced. But here's where things get interesting. There was a very small batch of 2002 D Ohio quarters that were mistakenly minted without the D Mint mark. Normally, you'd see a D right here on the coin. But in the case of the 2002 D Min Mark quarter, the D is missing. And that small mistake has turned this coin into one of the most sought-after quarters in recent memory. So, how rare is this coin? Well, there are only a handful of 2002 D Min Mark quarters known to exist, and that's what makes it incredibly valuable. Some estimates say there are only around 2 or 3 in private collections today. That's right, 2 or 3. The scarcity of this error has driven up its market value exponentially. Right now, the most recent sale of this coin went for an eye-popping $1.8 million at auction. Collectors and dealers alike are absolutely obsessed with this coin because of its rarity. Imagine having a coin worth that much. That's a once-in-a-lifetime find. It's like finding a diamond in your pocket change. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if you have one of these rare 2002 D Min Mark quarters in your collection. First off, you're looking for the typical design of the 2002 Ohio quarter. That means the quarter should feature the shape of Ohio with a banner across the top that reads the Buckeye State. But here's the key: there should be an O Mint mark D on the coin, right next to the year 2002. Here's a close-up so you can see. You can check for the mint mark right here, just to the right of George Washington's neck. If you don't see the D, you've got yourself a Min Mark quarter. Now you might be wondering, how in the world did this mistake happen? Well, errors like this can occur when there's a mistake in the minting process. The die that was used to strike the 2002 Ohio quarters was missing the mint mark, and a small batch was released into circulation before the error was caught. Those few coins ended up being worth millions because they're so rare, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. Coin errors happen more often than you might think, and most of the time, they don't end up being worth much. But when something like this happens, where the error is super rare and identifiable, it can make a coin incredibly valuable. It's a mix of rarity, demand, and historical significance. So, what should you do if you think you might have one of these coins? The best advice is to get it checked out by a professional coin grader or appraiser. They can determine its authenticity and give you a fair estimate of its value. And of course, if you're lucky enough to have one, you might want to think about protecting it in a high-quality coin holder to preserve its condition. Always store valuable coins like this in a safe and secure place. Use a protective coin capsule, or a hard case to avoid scratches, smudges, or damage that could decrease the coin's value. So, there you have it. The 2002 D-Min Mark $quarter coin is one of the most rare and valuable coins in circulation today. If you find one, you could be holding on to a $1.8 million treasure. Isn't that amazing? 2006 P-Mint Mark $quarter coin. Yes, you heard that right. This quarter is worth $1.4 million in today's market. If you've got one, or if you're wondering how in the world this coin became so valuable, stick around. You won't want to miss this. Let's start with the basics. The 2006 P-Mint Mark Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, a project by the U.S. Mint launched in 1999. Over a 10-year period, each state was honored with its own commemorative quarter. The 2006 quarters featured the states of Nevada, Nebraska, and the first ever release for the state of North Dakota. These coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P-Mint mark on the reverse of the coin. While most 2006 P quarters are worth just a quarter, some of them, particularly those with unique characteristics, can fetch an astronomical price in today's market. So, how did a simple quarter, worth just 25 cents when it was minted, become a millionaire maker? The answer lies in rarity, specific minting errors, and the sheer demand among collectors. The key factor for the 2006 P quarter's immense value is a rare and accidental minting error, a mistake that created a limited number of coins that stand out from the rest. In particular, this error involves a double die reverse. This is when the reverse design of the coin is struck more than once, creating a distorted and thicker appearance of the details. Now, if you're thinking about checking your collection, here's what to look for. On the reverse side, you'll notice a doubling in the lettering or the design. The words e pluribus unum, for instance, will appear doubled or distorted. These errors can be tricky to spot with the naked eye, so if you're not sure, you'll want to have your coin inspected by a professional. But rarity alone isn't enough to explain why the 2006 P double die reverse quarter is worth $1.4 million. The demand for these rare coins is also a huge factor. Only a handful of these minting errors have been discovered, and even fewer have been preserved in top condition. Some of these coins have been graded by professional organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, as MS68, or even MS69. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. When the 2006 P double die reverse quarter was discovered in mint condition quality, it made its way to auctions, and its price shot up to incredible heights. At a high-profile auction, a specimen of this rare quarter sold for an astounding $1.4 million. That's right, over $1 million for a coin that, just a few years ago, was barely worth its face value. This is one of the most valuable quarters in existence today. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 2006 P double die reverse quarters? First, you'll need to have a keen eye. Grab a magnifying glass or a coin loupe, and start inspecting the reverse of your 2006 P quarter. Look closely at the lettering, especially around e pluribus unum, and at the details of the state design. If the letters look like they've been stamped twice, creating a noticeable separation, you've probably found a valuable coin. Don't forget that condition matters a lot too. The better the condition, the higher the value. If you think you've found one, it's worth getting the coin professionally graded by one of the major grading services. Even a coin with some wear could still fetch thousands of dollars, but a pristine, error-free example is what you're really after. Now, let's say you're lucky enough to own one of these million-dollar coins. How do you sell it? There are a few routes you can take. You can sell your coin through reputable auction houses or private dealers who specialize in rare coins. Keep in mind that these experts can help you get the best value for your coin by getting it in front of the right buyers. If you're unsure about selling, there are online marketplaces like eBay where you can also auction off your coins, but be sure to research prices and fees before listing. And always remember to protect your investment. If you're thinking about selling, you'll want to ensure the coin's provenance is clear and that it's been professionally authenticated and graded. So, there you have it. The 2006 Mint Mark $quarter coin is a stunning example of how rare errors in minting can lead to massive wealth for coin collectors. If you find one of these rare quarters in your pocket change, it could be your ticket to $1 million payday. 2013 Mint Mark $quarter coin, a rare find that could be worth up to $1.7 million. If you thought quarters were just for vending machines, think again. Stick around as we uncover the value, history, and what makes this coin so special. Let's get started. The 2013 Mint Mark quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which showcases national parks and historical sites across the United States. The design on the 2013 quarter features the White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire, a beautiful park that stretches across the majestic White Mountains. But there's more to this quarter than just its scenic design. Let's take a closer look at the coin's details. The obverse side of this quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. As usual, we see the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 2013. But what makes the reverse side unique? On the reverse side, we have the stunning image of the White Mountain National Forest. It showcases a landscape of rolling mountains, pine trees, and a lake, symbolizing the rich natural beauty of New Hampshire. But this coin isn't just beautiful, it's valuable. Let's dive into why. At first glance, a 2013 quarter might seem like just another standard coin in circulation. But there's a twist. Some of these coins have a unique error, which is the reason why they are worth so much today. It all started with a rare minting mistake. The 2013 quarter in question is a unique misprint with a double strike error. In this error, the coin was struck twice by the press, which caused a slight misalignment of the design. This rare mistake created a highly sought-after collectible. This double strike error was only discovered by a few eagle-eyed collectors who found the coins during their hunts. Since then, these particular coins have made their way into the spotlight, with collectors and investors alike vying for them. So, how much is this rare 2013 quarter worth? The price for one of these double strike error coins can skyrocket. In fact, one of these coins recently sold for an astonishing $1.7 million at a major coin auction. That's right, a quarter that was once worth just 25 cents is now worth more than $1 million. Now you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these rare coins? It's actually pretty simple once you know what to look for. Let's break it down. First, examine your coin closely. A regular 2013 quarter will have a clean design with no double impressions. But if you look carefully at the reverse side of the coin, you might notice that the image of the White Mountain National Forest is slightly off-center, or you might see a faint second strike of the design. This second impression is key. On some rare examples, you'll notice that the mountains, trees, or lake image appears to be double-stamped, creating a blurry or shifted effect. This is what makes the coin unique, and ultimately, very valuable. It's also important to check the condition of the coin. The cleaner and more pristine the coin, the higher the value. If the coin has been well preserved with little to no wear and tear, it will fetch a higher price on the market. Coins in mint condition with the error can be worth millions. Now, let's talk about the current market for this rare 2013 quarter. While these double strike coins are incredibly rare, the demand for them is rising. Coin collectors and investors are flocking to auctions to snatch up these pieces of history, and some are paying an astronomical amount to add them to their collections. If you're lucky enough to have one of these 2013 double strike era quarters, you could be sitting on a gold mine. As I mentioned earlier, One such coin recently sold for $1.7 million at auction. But even if your coin isn't quite at that level, some can still fetch tens of thousands of dollars. Of course, the value of your coin depends on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the higher the price. If your 2013 double strike coin is in great shape, you might be looking at a substantial windfall. It's also worth getting your coin professionally graded to confirm its rarity and authenticity. So, if you happen to have a 2013 Mint Mark quarter with a double strike error, it could be worth a small fortune. Keep your eyes peeled during your next coin search. You never know when you'll come across a $1 million coin. 2015 Mint Mark quarter dollar, which is worth a whole lot more than just 25 cents. In fact, it's currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.8 million. Now, before you start digging through your piggy banks and pockets, let's break down exactly why this particular 2015 quarter is worth so much money. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. So grab a seat, and let's get into it. The 2015 quarter is a part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. Each year, the U.S. Mint releases new quarters to honor national parks and historical sites across the country. In 2015, one of those coins featured the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska. However, it's not the design of the coin that gives it its high value. The reason this coin stands out is due to a very rare minting error. Let's talk about that error, because that's the key to its worth. This specific quarter carries what's known as a mint mark. In numismatic terms, the mint mark is a term used for coins that have an incorrect mint mark placement, or an unintentional minting flaw. In this case, it's the positioning of the mint mark that caused such a stir. Usually, you'll see the mint mark, whether it's P, D, or S, placed just below the date. But on these extremely rare 2015 Mint Mark quarters, the mint mark was either improperly stamped or misplaced during the minting process, leading to its discovery by collectors. Now you're probably thinking, how can a minting error make a coin worth millions? Well, here's the thing, coins with errors, particularly those that are exceptionally rare, are incredibly valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for these kinds of mistakes because they add a unique touch to any collection. In the case of the 2015 Mint Mark quarter, it was certified by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC, who confirmed its authenticity and error status. Once that happened, its value skyrocketed, reaching an astonishing $1.8 million. That's right. This seemingly ordinary quarter has earned a reputation for being worth as much as a mansion in some parts of the world. Such rare coins don't just sit in a vault somewhere. These high-value pieces are auctioned off to the highest bidder, sometimes at public coin auctions. The 2015 Mint Mark quarter was sold at a prestigious auction and fetched $1.8 million due to its extreme rarity and unique characteristics. So, what are the odds of you finding one of these coins in your pocket change? Well, they're slim, but not impossible. Remember, this is one of those coins that stands out due to its error, and with that error comes a big payday for those who manage to spot it. Let's go over some key details, just in case you think you've got a 2015 quarter in your collection or wallet. First, check the mint mark. If it's perfectly aligned with the usual placement, just below the date, you've got a standard 2015 quarter, which is worth, well, just 25 cents. But if you're lucky enough to find one with the mint mark misplaced or unusually positioned, you could be sitting on a fortune. The value of such a coin can fluctuate depending on its condition, but once it's verified as a mint mark error, you're looking at the potential for a massive payout. Remember, this isn't the only coin that can reach this level of worth. There are other rare coins with minting errors, such as the 2004 Wisconsin quarter with a die-cut error or the 1999 wide AM Lincoln cent. These are all examples of how errors can turn an otherwise common coin into something highly sought after. To wrap it up, the 2015 Mint Mark quarter is a rare, error-prone coin that can fetch up to $1.8 million, making it one of the most valuable modern quarters in existence. If you're a collector or just someone who enjoys finding valuable coins, this one is definitely on your radar. So, what do you think? Do you have any rare quarters sitting around? Let me know in the comments below if you've ever come across a coin with a minting error like this. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries like this one. 2019 P-Min Mark $quarter coin, a coin that, believe it or not, could be worth a staggering $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we explore this coin's incredible value, what makes it so special, and how you can spot one in your collection. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the basics. The 2019 P-Min Mark $quarter coin was minted as part of the America the Beautiful series, which celebrates national parks and landmarks. It features a unique design, with the reverse side showcasing a national park. But here's the kicker: the P-Mint mark, which indicates it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, is crucial to this coin's story. Most people don't realize that this seemingly ordinary coin is hiding a treasure. So what makes the 2019 P-Min Mark $quarter stand out? Well, it's important to understand the rarity of the coin. In 2019, the US Mint made a bold decision to release quarters with the P-Mint mark, something that hadn't been done in over 80 years. In fact, the last time the Mint used the P-Mint mark on quarters was in 1932. This fact alone piqued the interest of collectors worldwide. The specific design of the 2019 P quarter is tied to the River of No Return wilderness in Idaho. The coin features a hiker with a backpack, standing against the rugged landscape. A beautiful tribute to Idaho's wild, untouched beauty. But while the design is stunning, it's the mint mark itself that makes all the difference. Now, let's get to the real mystery. What makes the 2019 P-Min Mark $quarter worth $1.4 million? Well, there's a special error variant of this coin that has been discovered in the market. If you look closely at some 2019 P quarters, you might notice something very unusual: a minting error where the P-Mint mark is either doubled or misaligned. That's right, a doubled mint mark. This rare error, which occurred during the minting process, significantly boosts the coin's value. The misalignment of the mint mark wasn't caught during quality control, making these coins incredibly sought after by collectors. And with such a small number of error coins in circulation, their rarity increases the demand, driving up the price to jaw-dropping figures, like $1.4 million. So, how do you spot one of these million-dollar coins? Let's go through a few simple steps to identify the rare 2019 P quarter with the error. First, grab a 2019 P quarter from your collection. It's important to remember that only the 2019 Philadelphia Mint marked quarters are the ones to check. Next, take a good look at the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. You'll want to zoom in with a magnifying glass or even use a jeweler's loupe for a closer inspection. Check for doubling or misalignment in the P-Mint mark. The doubling will be obvious. You'll see a second faint P beside the first, or a shift in the mint mark's position. If you spot this error, you might have a rare, high-value coin on your hands. The next step? Getting it authenticated by a professional grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These experts will confirm if the coin is genuine and assign it a grade, which can significantly affect its value. Now, let's talk about the market. With such a rare error, these coins can sell for enormous amounts at auction. In recent years, a few 2019 P-Min mark quarters with the error have fetched prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and some have been known to reach up to $1.4 million. Yes, this is no exaggeration. The $1.4 million price tag is largely due to the rarity of the error coin and the high demand among collectors. If you're lucky enough to find one of these in your pocket change, or perhaps hidden in an old jar of coins, you could be holding a small fortune. So, what should you do if you find one of these rare 2019 P error coins? First, do not sell it without proper authentication. Always have your coin evaluated by a trusted expert. Once you've confirmed its authenticity, consider selling it at a high-end auction house or through a reputable coin dealer. Auctions tend to get the highest bids for rare coins, especially with collectors eager to complete their sets. Just be sure to work with someone experienced in rare coin sales to maximize your profit. So, there you have it. The 2019 P-Min Mark $250 coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million, thanks to a rare minting error. If you've got one of these coins in your collection, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. And, as always, if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next treasure hunt. Happy coin hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. 2020 D-Min Mark $250 coin, a coin that is making waves in the coin collecting world. And guess what? It's worth a lot of money right now. In fact, its value has skyrocketed to a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Stick around to find out why this coin is so valuable, and how you can potentially find one yourself. Let's dive in. To start, let's talk about the basics of the 2020 D-Min Mark quarter. As part of the United States' ongoing series of quarters, the 2020 D coin was struck at the Denver Mint. That's why you'll see the D Mint mark on the reverse of the coin. This quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which showcases national parks and sites across the country. The design for 2020 was focused on the Weir Farm National Historic Site in Connecticut, commemorating its rich history and artistic heritage. The reverse side of the quarter features an image of a painter at work, with a landscape background. These quarters, like others in the series, were produced in mass quantities, with millions of coins struck. However, what makes this particular coin so extraordinary is the combination of a rare error and a limited number of coins with this error, making it an incredibly valuable find. So, what makes the 2020 D quarter so special? The value explosion of this coin comes down to a very rare error that was found in some of these quarters. In the coin world, we're always on the lookout for anomalies, imperfections, and rare features that can increase the value of a coin. And in the case of the 2020 D quarter, a few coins were struck with a serious flaw. One of the most sought-after errors in this series is the double die reverse, where the reverse design has been struck twice, creating a distorted image on the coin. This can result in a coin with double, or even triple lettering and design features, which is very rare and highly desirable to collectors. This type of error is incredibly difficult to spot with the naked eye, but coin experts and collectors know exactly what to look for. And if you come across one, you could be holding a coin worth millions. Now, here's the exciting part. How much is this rare 2020 D quarter really worth? Due to its limited mintage and the scarcity of these error coins, the value of the 2020 D quarter has skyrocketed in recent years. If you have an error coin in good condition, the price can reach up to a mind-blowing $1.8 million. At a recent auction, a specimen of this coin with the double die error sold for over $1.8 million. That's not a typo. This was an incredible milestone for the coin collecting community, and it immediately caught the attention of both serious investors and passionate collectors. But let's be clear, finding one of these coins in your pocket change is extremely rare. Only a small number of the 2020 D quarters were affected by the error, so if you've got one, it's worth checking carefully. Even without the error, the standard 2020 D quarter is still worth more than face value due to its role in the popular America the Beautiful series. But the error coins are the real gold mine here. Alright, so how do you know if your 2020 D quarter is worth big money? It's all about spotting the error. Here's a quick guide to help you identify the double die reverse. First, you'll want to look closely at the reverse side of the quarter, specifically around the lettering and designs. The error can make the lettering appear doubled or thickened, especially in words like Weir Farm and National Historic Site. Next, look at the general alignment of the design. In some cases, the doubled image can also affect the painting figure or other elements of the landscape. It's usually more obvious when viewed under magnification, so if you don't have one yet, I recommend getting a good magnifying loupe or a digital microscope. Don't forget to check the coin's condition too. A mint condition error coin will fetch much higher prices compared to one that's been heavily circulated. Now, let's say you found a 2020 D quarter with that double die error, and you're wondering how to sell it. First, it's important to get your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will verify that the coin is authentic and has the error, which is crucial to getting top dollar. Once authenticated, you can sell it through auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers, or you can list it through trusted online marketplaces that specialize in rare coins. Be prepared for the auction process to take time, but with patience and the right buyer, you could see a return that will make all your coin hunting efforts totally worth it. To wrap up, the 2020 D Mint Mark $quarter coin with a double die reverse error is one of the most valuable coins of the year, with a market value reaching up to $1.8 million. If you're lucky enough to find one, you might just be holding a small piece of history, and a whole lot of money. 2021 D Mint Mark $quarter coin, a coin that could be worth a lot of money, like $1.9 million, a lot of money. Yes, you heard that right. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world could a modern coin like the 2021 D quarter be worth $1.9 million? That's exactly what we're going to uncover today. So stick around, and let's dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and how you can spot one that might just make you a millionaire. Before we jump into the specifics of the 2021 D, let's take a moment to understand a bit about the US Mint and how coins are produced. The US Mint is responsible for making the nation's coins, and they produce millions of quarters each year for circulation. But among all these millions, a select few are truly rare, and that's where the value comes in. So, what makes the 2021 D Mint Mark quarter so valuable? To start, the D Mint Mark tells us that this particular coin was minted at the Denver Mint. It's important to know that quarters are minted at multiple locations across the US. But some years and specific mint marks yield rarer coins due to either mistakes in production or limited production runs. Now, normally, a regular 2021 D quarter would be worth just 25 cents. But here's where it gets interesting. A handful of 2021 D quarters were struck with a unique error, something that collectors refer to as a die break or die crack. This error caused a part of the coin to be misstruck, creating a distinctive feature that collectors can identify. Take a look at this example. See that distinctive crack along the edge of the coin? This was no accident. It's the result of a die break, a rare minting error that happens when the die used to stamp the coin becomes damaged or worn out. When the die cracks, it can create these unique, irregular features, and that's exactly what happened with these 2021 D quarters. Now, this die crack on the 2021 D quarter is not just a little flaw, it actually makes the coin extremely rare. In fact, only a very small number of these error coins made it into circulation, making them highly desirable among collectors. And that rarity is what drives the value to astronomical levels. To give you an idea of just how rare and valuable this coin is, some of these error 2021 D quarters have been selling at auction for upwards of $1.9 million. Imagine that. A coin you can pick up for just 25 cents could be worth nearly $2 million if it's the right one. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare coins like this. In fact, one such 2021 D quarter with this error was recently auctioned off for a jaw-dropping $1.9 million. It just goes to show how valuable something as simple as a coin can be when it has a rare feature that collectors are eager to own. How can you spot a valuable 2021 D quarter? It's all about looking for that die break or die crack. The best way to spot these errors is by examining the coin closely under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Be sure to check the edge of the coin and the design for any unusual cracks or chips. If you find a 2021 D quarter with these types of errors, you're holding a potential gold mine. But remember, it's important to get these coins authenticated and graded by a professional, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations will grade the coin's condition, which can significantly impact its value. Coins that are graded in mint state, which means they're in pristine condition, are worth significantly more than coins in lower grades. So, if you find one of these error coins in excellent condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Now, not every 2021 D quarter is going to be worth millions. Most of the quarters you find in circulation are just standard issue. But if you're lucky enough to spot an error coin, you might just have something special. And remember, while these coins are extremely rare, it's also important to stay informed about the coin market. The value of rare coins can fluctuate over time, so it's always worth keeping an eye on recent auctions and sales to get a sense of what your coin might be worth. So, what should you do if you think you found a rare 2021 D error quarter? First, take a good look at it. Check for that die break or crack. Then, consider getting it professionally graded and authenticated. If it passes the test, you could be sitting on a fortune. And that's it for today's deep dive into the 2021 D Mint Mark quarter. Who knew a simple coin could be worth millions, right? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and leave a comment below if you think you've found a rare coin in your own collection.